All right. So today's lecture is going to be for Thursday. As you can see here, Thursday the 17th. And of course, it has to be difficult. I think there. Okay, whatever. So Thursday the 17th, we're supposed to be covering two sections: metric unit conversions, and density. We're not going to get to do density. In all my classes, I have not been able to get to density. I doubt that we're going to get it to it today. So I've already uploaded the PDF. If you need the PDF, it's available here. If you don't have your packet, if you do, well, then open up to pages 23 to 31. All right, so metric conversions. So if you watched yesterday's video, first off, or you were here in class, you learned dimensional analysis. You learned how to change units from one type of unit to another using different conversion factors, okay? So let's say, for example, you have signed up for a 10K. Okay, I don't know if any of you have ever signed up for a 10K, but what a 10K is basically 10-kilometer run. Okay, if you are training on a 400-meter track, you need to ask yourself, well, how many laps does it take for me to reach that 10K distance? Okay, because it is different than a mile. So you can use dimensional analysis to easily determine how many laps you need to run in order to cover that 10K distance. All right. So let's talk a little bit about metric conversions. The metric system's many prefixes allow quantities to be expressed in many different units. Dimensional analysis is useful to convert from one metric system to another. Okay. And just like dimensional analysis, it's going to take a lot of practice for us to understand what we need to do. So I went ahead and I've already uploaded the sample problem into our Jamboard. Okay, so I'm just going to switch to Jamboard. So let's say our problem is that a particular experiment requires 120 milliliters of a solution. The teacher who is setting up this experiment needs to make up enough solutions to do 40 experiments for the full day. So she starts to ask herself a question. How many liters do I need to prepare in order to provide for all 40 of her experiments? Okay, so we need we need to have some information available to us so that we can do this conversion. Okay, now this is what we know. Okay, the question that's being asked, well, how many liters of solution do I need to in order to make these 40 experiments? Okay, so we're going to start with that information. We're going to start with this 40 experiments, and we're going to change it to liters of solution. Okay, so let's start that off. So we have 40 experiments, and I need to change that first off to milliliters. So I'm going to be using this first bullet right here to change my experiments to milliliters. So, students, what do I need to do? How? And for those of you who weren't here, I need to make sure that I get rid of this experiment, okay? I don't need this unit. This unit is not what they're asking me for. They're asking me for liters. So in order to get rid of experiments, I'm going to ask you guys, my students right now, 5th period, do I put experiments on top or do I put experiments on bottom in order to get rid of it?
Bottom. On the bottom.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to put one experiment on bottom, and I'm going to put 120 milliliters on top. That way, this experiment cancels with that experiment, okay? The one on top cancels with the one on bottom. Clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So I'm going to extend it. I'm going to do another conversion because I haven't answered the question. The question is liters. I'm only in milliliters. So I'm going to need the second bullet to change from milliliters to liters. Okay? What do I do? How can I cancel those milliliters?
Putting the 1,000 milliliters on the bottom.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Alexia. So I'm going to put the 1,000 milliliters on bottom. I'm going to put 1 liter on top. And now I can easily cancel milliliters with milliliters. Okay? And am I left in the unit that I need? Yes, I'm left in liters. Now, what's the only thing we need to do is we need to use our calculator to solve for these values. Now, first off, what am I going to do right here first? Am I going to multiply like it says here, or will I divide? What happens when the numbers are side by side?
Multiply. Divide, no?
Be careful, Melissa. Don't worry. I had some people in first, third, and fourth who were confused or who forgot. Remember, and if I'm going to divide, it has to be on top and on bottom. If they're side by side, Melissa, let's multiply, okay?
Okay, Miss, I'm confused.
It's okay, mija. That's what we're here for. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our calculator, get your phones out, and start punching in 40 times 120. What did you get?
I got 4,800.
4,800. Okay, let's pause there. Let's pause with that 4,800. Now, what am I going to do here? What's the next step if they're on opposite sides?
Divide.
Do it. Divide those 4,800 by 1,000 and see what you get as your final answer.
I got 4.8.
Did everybody else get 4.8?
Yes.
And what's my unit? What's the letter that goes behind it?
L.
Capital L, right, Mel? Excellent. Great. Any questions on this so far?
No, miss. No, miss.
Kevin, how you doing? Did you get it? Christian? Yoselin?
Yes.
Everybody understand? Because I'm going to ask you guys some questions on the next one. And I'm not going to be calling. I'm going to say, okay, Francisca and Kevin, I need your help. Okay, so be ready. Okay. So let's look at the answer they got. Yes, they got 4.8 just like we did. Okay, but look at that. They didn't even use the 40 experiment information. What a waste. I would have just put it right in there. Okay, so here you have what's known as a two-step metric unit conversion. Some metric conversion problems are most easily solved by breaking them down into more than one step. When both the given unit and the desired unit have prefixes, one can first convert to a simple unprefixed unit, or what I like to call the base, followed by a conversion to the desired unit. Okay? And then they give us an example that will use these two steps, okay? Just like the one that we did. I think it was a two-stepper. All right, so let's go back to our Jamboard. Let's go to the next page, and there it is. That is the question that they're asking us in the book or in the packet. So they ask us to convert 4.3 centimeters to micrometers, okay? You see this fancy looking, this weird looking U? That is it's a Greek letter. It's called mu, M-U, mu. And it basically, it's supposed to be like a fancy M. But when you type it out, it looks more like a U, okay? But just remember that it means micro, okay? Micro. That's one of the prefixes from Tuesday or Monday. I think it was Tuesday or Monday's lecture. All right. So let's use our given information to solve this problem so we can see what they mean by a two-step problem. All right, we got centimeters. Our given information, this is what we know. We know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, and then we know that 1 meter is equal to 10 to the 6 micrometers, okay? Which one do we use first, guys? I want to hear from, and I'm going to assign this first step to Mario, Oscar, and Christian, okay? Mario, Oscar, and Christian.
Miss, porque yo.
Sir, I'm just asking randomly. I'm not saying it's...
Bueno, Miss, I'm sorry, okay.
Okay.
Miss, I was like, oh, me vas a escoger a mí, me vas a escoger a mí. Boom, no me escogió.
No, because I know you already know this. So Mario, Oscar, and Christian, let's look at this first step. And don't worry, Christian, I'm going to help you. Look at this. We have centimeters. How do I cancel centimeters? Am I going to put it on top or am I going to put it on bottom? What's the rule? Oscar, Mario, and Christian. What do you think?
It goes on the top. It has to be online.
It has to go on the top. It has to be in line. Actually, centimeters, if I put centimeter...
It goes on the bottom so you can cancel it.
Yes. If I put it on top, I'm just adding more. I'm going to be multiplying by those centimeters, and that's not going to get rid of them. So what Yalexia is saying is, Miss, we need to put it on bottom, okay? So we're going to put 100 centimeters on bottom. We're going to put 1 meter on top. Now you see how we can cancel these? Mario, Oscar, and Christian?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you again, Mario, Christian, and Oscar. I'm going to use the second bullet now. Where would meters need to go in order to cancel? Top or bottom?
Bottom.
Thank you. Excellent. Bottom. So we're going to put 1 meter on bottom, and that means that this number right here needs to go on top. Now, we're going to change it, and I'm going to tell you why we're going to change it, because if you're using your cell phone, you can't really put 10 to the power of 6. But you can, instead of putting 10 to the power of 6, I want you to use 1e to the 6, and it means the same thing. They're equal, okay? So that's what we're going to put. We're going to put 1e to the 6 micrometer, and I'm going to show you how to do it, okay? So meters are gone. They cancel out because they're on top and bottom, and we're left in micrometers, okay? So let's get our calculator. If you have an iPhone, I want you to turn it this way so you see scientific. It's got a couple extra options, okay? Now, if you have an Android people, you're lucky, and I'm going to tell you why. Oops. I'm going to tell you why you're so lucky, because you are going to go to get an app. You're going to get an app that's called Wabbit MU. That's for Android users. If you get this Wabbit MU, it's basically a scientific calculator on your phone. So, man, you're going to have things so much easier. iPhone users, I'm still looking for something that will help us. Have a scientific calculator also, okay? Oh my God. Okay, this is for an Android only. Okay, that app is only for Android only. Okay, so just a little FYI. Okay, so let's get our phones. If you have an iPhone like mine, follow what I do. So step 1, multiply or divide. What are we going to do first?
Multiply.
Multiply. This means multiply when they're on opposite sides.
Oh no, divide.
Okay. So I got my phone. It's at 0. I'm going to put 4.3 divided by 100. And did everybody at least get this answer right here? Did everybody get that one so far? Guys, I don't see anything in the
Yes,
chat.
ma'am.
I don't see anything in the chat. I need to see it in the chat for everybody. If you don't want to talk, that's fine. But I don't see anything in the chat right now.
Miss, I got 0.043.
That's exactly what I got. Okay. Now, you're going to hit. Now, what happens when this guy is on top? What are you going to do with your answer? When they're side by side, what do we do?
Multiply.
Multiply. So I'm going to hit times, and I'm going to put 1, the number 1, right? You see that number 1? And then do you see there's like a little double E right here next to the number 1? I want you to click it, and it's going to highlight it, okay? I don't know. It's kind of hard to see, okay? But hold on. What if I reduce the brightness? There, you can see it. You see that double E? And then you're going to put 6, right? You'll see the number 6. And then hit equal. What you should get this answer. Did everybody get this answer?
¿Cuál, Miss?
That one right there. Do you see it on my... Does everybody see 43,000? Who didn't get that answer so that we can do it again slowly? You can post it in the chat, guys. I'm watching.
Yes, I just got the same one as yours.
All right, that's what I want. Okay, who didn't get that answer so that we can do it again? Anybody not get that answer? Francisca, Kevin, Hania, Jocelyn, Efrain, Jose Diaz, Arlette. I don't hear you talking. I don't see you typing. What's happening? Talk to me. Did you get that answer? Caitlin, Francisca, Kevin, Hania, Jocelyn, Efrain, Jose Diaz, Arlette. I need to hear from you. If you're not going to talk, you need to post it in the chat. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I finally see some responses. Guys, the chat is not being recorded, so don't worry about posting in the chat. Only my screen is being recorded. Okay, questions? Okay, I don't need to do it again, right? Yes or no? Yes, I do it again, or no? Post in the chat, yes or no. Mooski says no. What about the others? Efrain, Jose Diaz.
No.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's move on. Our answer was what? 43,000. Okay, so when we write that down, you're gonna write 43000. And what's our unit? Micrometers. Don't put just the number. If you put just the number, I'll take off points. I won't take off a lot of points, but I'll take off a point or two, okay? All right, let's move on. Look at that. They got the same answer that we did. Excellent. Awesome. You guys are awesome. Okay, we're going to watch some of this video. We're probably not going to watch it all, but I'm going to be discussing. I'll pause it on the space or in the times that I want to intervene. so this is almost exactly like our setup, except we usually put a 1 underneath the beginning, right? That way we can easily see where it needs to be in order to get canceled. So if our unit, the one that we're starting with, is on top, we put it on bottom. That way they can cancel out. The new one always goes on top. This is the unit that you want to finally get to, or maybe to a unit that will get you to the final one, depending on how many steps it takes. Remember, what's in parentheses, I'll usually give you the conversion factor that you need. All right, so right here, he's starting with meter. Okay, he's starting with 7.3 meter. As you can see, it's a red box. And look at where he's already going to write the same unit. Why? Because we need to be able to cancel those red boxes. Now we need a conversion factor. This is conversion factor I'll give you. I'll tell you, for every 1 meter, you're going to need 100 centimeters. Okay? You see, this is the given information that I'll give you. Now they're both on top. What should they do? They should be multiplying. Excellent. Questions about that example? Questions about it? Before?
No, miss.
Okay, excellent. All right, so let's start. All right, so in conclusion, for today's assignment, dimensional analysis can be used to carry out metric unit conversions. Okay, metric unit conversions. Now, for your review, look at that. You have 4 conversions that they want you to do for your assignment. So this is exactly what we're gonna do. Are you gonna want to do it on your own, or are you gonna want my help? What do you think, guys?
Help.
Do it together, right? It might be easier if we do it all together.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Now you start typing for me. All right. Excellent. 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 Awesome. Okay. So look at this. Look at how nice Miss Hernandez is. Look at that. Look at Miss Hernandez has already set everything up and is ready for it to be answered. Okay. I kind of had a feeling that you wanted to do these together because, well, a lot of the units that you need, you have no information to solve. Okay. I haven't really shown you how to find this information for yourself. So let's start together. Okay. And I've moved the screen a little bit because I'm going to be doing a lot of writing and I'm going to be trying to do this writing and try and fit everything over here. So for letter A, the conversion that you're going to be needing is that 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. That's for letter A. For letter B, they want you to change micrograms to grams. So 1 gram is equal to 1 e to the 6. Sorry. To the 6 micrograms. Okay, and that's supposed to be a G. For letter C, you're going to use the conversion from letter B, and you're going to need an extra one. Okay, you need to know that 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams, okay? And then the last conversion that you need is that 1 decimeter is equal to 100 millimeters. Okay? So that's the given information that I'm going to give you. I'm going to try and fit as... Yes.
En la D, ¿cuál es el primer number? ¿Cuáles son los numbers ahí?
For letter D, it's 1 decimeter. Okay? This is a D for decimeter. Okay? Are we okay? Is it for letter B or letter D as in David?
Era la D, pero ya la agarré.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so let's start off up here and let's do A. So A starts out by putting 0.07. Oh, and I put an extra 0. My bad. Okay. I'm going to help you. I'm going to set it up, but you need to tell me what to do. Okay? I'm not going to be doing everything for you. I said I would help you. I am not going to do the work for you. Did everybody at least set it up like this? Did everybody do this at least? Yes? Okay. So we got 0.074 kilometers. Okay. What do I do next using my given information up here?
The 1,000 M lo pones abajo y el... no, the 1 goes in the bottom and the 1,000 goes on the top.
Very good. Does everybody agree with you, Alexia? Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to put 1 kilometer and then 1,000 meters, okay? Got that? Now, what are you going to do next? What are you going to do next with these numbers right here?
Multiply.
Yes, do it. Do it, girls and boys. Okay, I'm going to set up B while you do the math on that. Oh, remember, kilometers is canceled. Your unit here is meters, okay? And I'm going to assume that you're going to be able to multiply that correctly. Don't say the answer. Do not say the answer, okay? Just do it, okay? So for letter B, we have 24,600 micrograms. Okay, I put the line here, I put 1. Okay, I need to get rid of micrograms. So I know Alexia, I know Melissa, and I know Elizabeth knows what to do. But I need 3 other people. I need other people to help me and talk my way, help me figure this out. Okay? And Alexia, Emma, be patient, okay? I know you know how to do it. Keep doing it on your own. I want to hear from other people to make sure that everybody knows what they're doing and it's not just you 3 all the time. Okay? What do I do for letter...
You put 1G in the top and the 1E6 MG in the bottom.
Excellent, young lady. Very, very good. Who is that? Caitlin? Yeah, it's Caitlin. All right, I remember that picture. All right, so Caitlin says 1e to the 6 micrograms on bottom with 1 gram on top, and she is absolutely correct. Awesome. Okay. Now, is that our final answer? Yes. They want us to give it in grams, and we are in grams. So, Caitlin, are you going to multiply or are you going to be dividing, mija?
Dividing now?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Caitlin just gave you a very good answer, or she actually told you what to do. So let's get it done. Okay, I'll let you finish writing and doing the math on that. I'm going to pause the recording because I'm going to go over attendance. Zoom. Okay, so we're back. So first off, I'm hoping you're already done with A because I'm erasing. I hope you finished A because I need that space. Do not submit it yet, girls, because you might have made a mistake. Okay. Okay. So for letter C, this one's going to be letter C. For letter C, we have 4.9 e to the 7 micrograms over 1. All right, I need to cancel micrograms. Who can I call on? Let's call on Francisca. Francisca or Kevin Flores? The rest of you be patient. Francisca and Kevin Flores. If I want to get rid of micrograms and I'm using this information, where does micrograms need to go? Francisca and Kevin. Type it in the chat or tell me what to do. Guys, you need to focus. Make sure you're not on your phones. I'm talking to you, Francisca and Kevin Flores. Where does micrograms need to go in order to cancel? Now, the rest of you can answer, but you can only answer through the chat. Kevin Flores and Francisca. Okay. The rest of you. If I have micrograms on top, where does micrograms need to go to get canceled? Top or bottom?
Bottom.
Okay, so I'm going to put micrograms. I'm going to put 1E, 6 micrograms, and 1 gram on top. Micrograms canceled micrograms. But we're not done. Why are we not done? Because they want it in kilograms. Very good, Muskis. Okay. Now, I have grams right now on top. I need this second one right here for letter C. Where does grams need to go to get canceled?
In the bottom.
In the bottom. Excellent. Okay, 1 kilogram. All right, so now what do I do with here? Opposite, opposite, opposite. What does opposite mean?
Divide.
Divide. And then am I going to do the same thing again and divide my answer? I divided here. Am I going to divide here for this one, for the 1,000?
No.
Yes, Miss, you divide.
Yes. We're going to divide this first one, and whatever my answer is, I'm going to divide again by 1,000. Be careful, Melissa, okay? Be careful. Is this the way you did it, Alexia and Emma Lisbeth?
Yes. No, Miss, apenas lo voy a hacer. Nada más estaba diciendo que lo tenía que hacer divide.
Ah, okay. Está bueno. Go for it. All right. I hope everybody's done with letter B because I'm about to get rid of it and start erasing.
Miss, how do you divide if you have the letter E?
Remember, I showed you if you have an Android, you download the app. If you have, do you have an iPhone or do you have an Android?
Android.
Oh, I don't know how to do it on Android. Does anybody know how to put the E on Android? Hold on. Let me see if I can look for it.
I don't, miss.
It says here. Okay, you need to go to your home screen, go to apps, on the apps tab, go to folder, tools folder, calculator. Let's see. No, let's just use the regular one. Oh, it says if you have the calculator option open, go tap on the menu icon on the left, on the upper right corner, and then tap scientific calculator. So you can change it from a regular calculator to a scientific. Go to the right corner, tap on the menu icon, and change it to scientific. See if that helps, guys. Okay? Try it out. If not,
Miss,
yes.
el que es el de 4-point-ing y todo eso, no le ponemos ICOs todavía hasta que ya pongamos el otro, ¿verdad? El de 1E6.
Yes, you do not put the equal sign until you put 1e to the 6.
Okay, thank you, miss.
Okay. Android users, try to do that. Go to your calculator, go to menu on the top right corner, and change it to scientific and see if you can try it like that. Okay, that's until you have downloaded that Wabbit app, and then you should be okay. Okay, I'll show you how to do it on there tomorrow. Okay, let me erase so we can set up the last one before you go, because we're running out of time. Okay.
No sé si está bien para la C, pero I got 0.049.
I don't know. It should be something like that. It should be something like that, okay? But I'm not really sure right now because
Okay, miss. Thank you.
Okay, but if you tried it, I'll have the answers when I grade it, and I'll let you know. I'll make a comment there.
Pero como quiera sí lo puedo hacer así,
Sí,
turn in.
Turn it in like that, and then I'll check it.
Yeah.
I'll give you the answer on when I grade it, and if you want to fix it and turn it in again, you can do that, okay? So don't worry about it.
Thank you, miss.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so last one, letter D. This one's easy, right? It's an easy one. Letter D, 84 decimeters over 1. Remember? Now, where does decimeters need to go to cancel?
In the bottom.
Okay, so we put 1 decimeter, 100 millimeters. Decimeters cancel with decimeters. And what do I do if everything's on top?
Multiply.
Multiply. There you go. All right. Do not give out answers. Go ahead and write them in your paper. You have 3 minutes to finish. And I want you to upload it before you leave. Okay? Whatever you have. Christian, send me whatever you have. Okay? Efrain, send me what you got. If you finished, excellent. If you didn't, don't worry about it. Okay? I'm checking my work phone. I was calling parents during. All right, so then that's it. Let me stop recording. So